Welcome to a crazy world of wonder.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new adventure. Now, starting with this episode, we're diving into the most mysterious places on Earth. What are the most mysterious places on Earth? We'll find out. Together, we'll uncover what makes them so special, so puzzling, and so amazing. Our planet is huge, it's vast, and it's full of endless wonders. That's UNESCO, by the way. Just sitting for us to discover. So let's set off on this journey, explore the Earth, and learn about its secrets and some mysteries. And also falling in love with our incredible world if you haven't already. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe as well. Are you ready? Let's go.
Eric, Victoria, and I saw this amazing photo of huge stone faces, but the island looks so remote. Can people even get there?
Yeah, it's like the middle of nowhere. How far is it from, well, anywhere?
It's incredibly isolated. It's about like 2,300 miles from Chile. That's the nearest continent. And get this, even the closest inhabited island, Pitcairn Island, is 1,200 miles away. But you can still get there by plane from Santiago. It's 5 hours.
The island looks kind of triangular in the photos. Is that natural?
Well, goodbye, Emma. Right, the island is indeed triangle-shaped. And there's a fascinating reason for that. It was formed by 3 volcanoes in a triangle format: Terravika, Poki, and Ranokau. Each volcano makes one point of the triangle. Don't worry though, they're all extinct now. With the last eruption I butchered this many times, but 100,000 years ago. What you should worry about is volcanoes here in Vancouver.
And the people living there, are they original islanders?
About half of the 7,750 people living there today are actually direct descendants of the original Rapa Nui people who first settled the island around 800 to 1200 AD, which is actually kind of late in terms of history. They were incredible Polynesian seafarers who navigated across the vast ocean to find this tiny island in the middle of nowhere. The other half mostly from mainland Chile, since Easter Island is now part of Chile, and they migrated there.
Wait, you keep saying Rapa Nui. I thought it was called the Easter Island.
That's a good question. So Rapa Nui is the island's native name, meaning big island or great island in the local language. The name Easter Island came much later when Europeans discovered it on Easter Sunday, which is in 1722.
But it's not really that big, right?
Actually, that's what makes the even name more interesting. Compared to the other Polynesian islands they knew of, it wasn't particularly large. Some historians think Rapa Nui might have meant Greater Rapa to distinguish it from Rapa Iti, which is Little Rapa, which is another island in the region.
Would you guys want to live on an island like that?
No way. I'd go crazy on such a tiny island. Where would I go shopping? And imagine being surrounded by those giant stone faces all the time. What if they come alive at night?
Actually, that's exactly why I'd love to live there. Just imagine sleeping under the stars with all those mysterious statues watching over you. Maybe one night they'll share their ancient secrets with me.
Yeah, Emma's already planning her midnight chats with the Moai faces on Discord. Though I have to say, Victoria, those stone faces make pretty good security guards. They just stare you down with a 1,000-yard stare, and it really looks awkward, I'm gonna say. Today, let's talk about Easter Island in the Pacific Ocean, which is a hidden gem in the sea. This island sits about 2,300 miles west of Chile, and together with Hawaii and New Zealand, it forms a huge triangle in the Pacific Ocean known as the Polynesian Triangle. Well, it's not very big, but just about 63 square miles on just like shaped like a triangle. The whole island was formed by 3 extinct volcanoes, which are Terravika, Poiki, and Ranokau. If I butcher those pronunciations, I'm very sorry. That erupted from the ocean floor millions of years ago. The last eruption occurred around 100,000 years ago, so these volcanoes are considered dormant. The weather here is very nice year-round though, staying between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, though it can get pretty windy and rainy. About 7,750 people live here today, mostly in the main town of Hangaroa, but it's very famous for its tourism. What makes this island so special, though? It's really those famous stone statues, the moai. There are almost 900 of them scattered around the island, and they're huge, averaging 13 feet tall. They were carved between the 13th and 16th century by the Rapa Nui, and to this day, they remain one of the world's most impressive archaeological mysteries.
Eric, these stone faces are massive. How big are they actually?
Well, the average one is about 13 feet tall. That's like 2 really tall basketball players standing on top of each other's shoulders. And just get this, the largest completed one is about almost 33 feet high, about the same height as a 3-story building or 3 giraffes stacked on top of each other. Man, I couldn't imagine being that tall. Even the smallest ones are taller than any person you ever met.
But why would they make them so huge? And look at their faces. They all have these serious expressions and such long faces.
And those noses, they're enormous.
Yes, and you got good eyes. Each moai has some distinct features. For example, the long faces, prominent noses, and strong chins are actually part of their unique design. They even look kind of like Minecraft villagers. Whilst they look similar at first glance, each one has a subtle differences in their uniquenesses.
How did they even make something this big? What are they made of?
Well, they're all carved from volcanic rock from a specific quarry on the island called Raku. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But here's the mind-blowing part. They had to transport these massive stones across the island without wheels or metal tools.
Wait, what? How is that possible?
The fascinating theory is this. They think that the statues were walked to their locations by rocking them side to side. Kind of like how you move a refrigerator or roll a snowman, but that's different.
That's crazy! But Eric, I've been looking at more photos and I noticed something weird. Some of these statues seem to go deeper into the ground.
You just discovered one of the highest and the biggest surprises. What we usually see is just the heads, but most moai actually have bodies that were buried over time. So they're actually way larger than we think, kind of like icebergs. Archaeologists have excavated some of them, and they've found that they're full statues.
These faces, they look human, but also not quite human. It's so strange.
Oh my gosh, maybe they're ancient aliens. You know, like those TV shows where aliens help build the pyramids?
Or maybe they're portraits of their gods. Those long faces and big eyes do look kind of supernatural.
Haha, the alien theory is quite popular among some people. But really, the archaeologists believe these statues represent the ancestor of the Rapa Nui people. The elongated faces, the large noses, and the prominent chins were carved this way to show power and authority. Though I have to admit, there's still a lot of mystery about why they chose this specific style, and why they look like Minecraft villagers.
Well, if I were making a statue of my great-great-grandfather, I'd probably make him look super impressive too. But maybe not with such a serious face.
They all do look very serious, like they're guarding some ancient secret.
While some researchers believe that the eyes held spiritual power and they were placed in the statues, it meant that moai was activated or awakened. This will only mean that during important ceremonies or events, this will happen.
That's both creepy and fascinating. So these weren't just giant stone faces. They were like ancient spiritual guardians with secret features.
I can't believe there are so many layers to these statues. Every answer just leads to more questions.
That's exactly what makes moai so fascinating. They're still revealing their secrets to us. Even after all these centuries, what other mysteries do you think they still might be hiding?
Who discovered this island first?
The Rapa Nui people first settled there over 1,000 years ago, but Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen was the first European to find it.
Why is it called Easter Island?
Yeah, so Roggeveen discovered it on Easter Sunday, April 5, 1722. That's how it got its European name.
Did other explorers visit?
Well, another explorer certainly did visit it. Spanish explorer Gonzalez claimed it for Spain in 1770. Then Captain James Cook in 1774 visited. The French explorer La Pérouse came in 1786 and made the first detailed maps. Each of them left important records for the islands and the mysterious statues.
What did they find when they arrived?
Yeah, they were all amazed by the giant stone statues. But sadly, their visits also brought diseases that harmed many native islanders. Today, though, the island is protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Rapa Nui culture is still very much alive.
Hi, I'm Sophia and I am 10-year-old.
And I'm Julie, and I'm 7 years old. And
Today we're going to be talking about
the mystery big head statues in Chile.
it's not in Chile, it's in Easter Island. Okay,
I
anyway.
did it wrong.
Whoa, look at these giant rockets. Who put them there? Was it aliens?
No, the Rapa Nui people made them, not little green aliens.
Okay, but why? Did they just get bored one day and say, hi, let's make huge faces and lead them all over the place?
Nope, they made them to watch over the village, like big rocky grandpas, keeping everyone safe.
Ooh, so they're like magical security cameras, but just made out of rock.
But way cooler. And they don't beep or blink, just stare forever.
Creepy. So do all statues look the same? Or is there like a moai with sunglasses edition?
No, they all look kind of different. Some have hats called puka. That means they were extra fancy, like a VIP boy.
Fancy rock dudes. Got it. But why are they all facing the island? Were they all looking at something? A rock concert?
No, they look at the villagers to protect the people, like giant stone babysitters.
Whoa, so like the Rapa Nui people made like huge babysitter statues. I need one in my room.
Maybe start with a teddy bear.
If the statues come to life at night, I'll imagine they'd be quietly exploring the world around them, soaking in the night sky, and the changes that happen with the bustle of day fades away. Some might still stand, just contemplating everything they'd witnessed over the centuries, while others might wander the island or gather in groups to chat about their ancient past. If I could carve a message in a moai statue, I'd probably write something along the lines of, remember your roots, cherish the earth, and respect all life. The future is shaped by how we care for the past. It would be a reminder of the balance between history and progress, since the moai represent such deep connection to both culture and the land. As for who built them, historians believe the Rapa Nui people of Easter Island crafted the moai statues. These statues were created as representations of ancestors and were intended to embody their mana. The statues, which were carved from volcanic rock, served both ceremonial and political purposes, symbolizing power and leadership for the community. They were often placed to watch over clans or locations, ensuring their protection. What about you? What would you carve into one? And what do you imagine the statues might be up to at night?
If I could carve a message on a moai statue for future generations, I would write K-pop rules because I want everyone in the world to love K-pop as much as I do, listen to K-pop, and dance to their songs.
Hi, I'm Preston Jude and I'm 8 years old. Today, we're talking about some huge stone monuments built by ancient civilizations. Let's start with a question. The Great Pyramids of Egypt, one of the most famous ancient wonders, were built using A. Tiny pebbles, B. Concrete blocks, C. Massive limestone blocks, D. Plastic bricks. Think about it, and the answer is C.
massive limestone blocks. These blocks were so huge that they weigh as much as elephants. I can't believe they were lifted without any modern machine. Now let's travel to Peru. Have you heard of the Machu Picchu? It's an ancient city built so high in the mountains by the Inca civilization. The stones were used to build it fit together so perfectly that you can't even slip a piece of paper between them. True or false? The answer is true. The Inca builders didn't use any cement or glue. They cut the stones so precisely that they look like locked together, like puzzle pieces. Mind-blowing, right? Next stop, ancient Egypt again. Here's another cool question. Which wonder was built using more than 2 million stone blocks? A. The Great Wall of China. B. The Great Pyramid of Giza. C. The Roman Colosseum. D. The Taj Mahal. The answer is B. The Great Pyramid of Giza is correct. It was built over 4,500 years ago, and it was the tallest structure in the world for over 3,800 years. That's longer than skyscrapers have existed. So what do these wonders teach us? Ancient builders were geniuses. They didn't have cranes, bulldozers, or computers yet. Yet they created structures that still amaze us today. See you next time, and remember, history rocks.
Hi, my name is Agnes, and today I will be talking about these mysterious landmarks. So the first question is, the giant stones of Sacsayhuaman in Peru are so heavy that the modern cranes would struggle to lift them. The meaning is Fortress of the Royal Falcon or Hawk. It is the historical capital of the Inca Empire. What ancient people built the mysterious city of Petra by carving it into red rocks? This was done by the Nabataeans. The stone blocks in the Great Pyramid of Giza each weigh about as much as a car. Why did the ancient people build Stonehenge? It was possibly as an ancient calendar and ceremonial site.
Well, the one problem is that you guys have estimated the stones to be way too small, and we'll go on to that in a future episode. So today we learned about the curious and amazing Moai statues. Where did they come from? Why do they look so much like Minecraft villagers? But our Earth has many more amazing secrets to discover. Next time we'll explore some of Earth's most extreme places where the sun makes the ground super hot, where powerful winds can blow you away, literally and figuratively, and where nature creates the most incredible sights. Next up on Earth's most mysterious places. I should come up with a better name for this. Stay curious, everybody, and let's continue to learn about our amazing Earth. This is the host of Martians Eating Chocolate out.